that's right. I know your ass. And I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep cooking the way I said you wanted to cook, didn't you? Cook that nigga! Anybody want to make some money, do shit the right way, then please, by all means, stay. But if not, get the fuck out!
All right, man.
We getting DP?
Just get the fuck out.
Motherfuckers.
All right. Now what?
Ever cut before?
You serious?
I want to work.
All right.
One little pace off of Memphis, Tennessee. Go tap in with my people. Let's yap about it podcast. It's a problem cast, not a podcast. Gang shit.
I know what it is. It's the biggest Fuego Base. I'm with Let's Yap About It podcast, and we ain't a podcast. We a problem cast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Yeah. Starring Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Let's yap. Let go. Let's yap. We in the mix. Fit too savage. Let's yap about it. Live with Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Bit too savage, savage like music.
What's up, y'all? We are back, man. Listen, it's been a long time. Been a long time. Absolutely. Listen, I'm glad you joining me tonight, man. We got a lot to yap about. Man, it's hit the internet. Megan The Stallion versus Klay Thompson. Who was in the wrong? They had a breakup. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's picking a side on the internet. Everybody's giving their 2 cents. But I'm going to give a different perspective, something that is not of your typical, but for us to be able to pay attention to and get into directly tonight. Also, we're going to talk Donald Trump's third assassination attempt. This is concerning. America hasn't had open rebellion like this since the 1920s. We break this down and what it means for the future to come. You know what I'm saying? Definitely listen. If you want to jump in tonight's conversation, by all means, the guest link will be in the chat. So you can give your 2 cents. Also, you know what I'm saying? If you want to hate, debate, whatever, by all means, man, we definitely going to yap about it. I also want to send a special shout out to my boy, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Definitely doing the damn thing for the ILA. You know what I'm saying? He's always tapped in. He's always doing his thing. Salute to my boy. You know what I'm saying? We definitely rock out. You know what I mean? But without further ado, I definitely want to get into this tonight, and I want to give a different perspective. And like I say, I don't have a dog in this fight. I do not have a dog in this fight. I'm not going to pick a side because there are two sides to every story. The right side, the wrong side, and then also the truth. So I definitely want to tap into this tonight. Megan Thee Stallion versus Klay Thompson. Who is in the wrong? But I want to show you something different tonight as far as what I'm going to explain as far as what that breakup does and the chameleon effect that it has in its influence on social media. I'm gonna paint this picture tonight. What if the internet suddenly exploded? Imagine a firestorm of memes and different hot takes and heartbroken declarations, all centered around two names: Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson. Picture a world where the breakup, say on April 25th, 2026, isn't just a celebrity news item, but a full-blown cultural event. You can already see the posts. You can probably imagine feeling a certain way about it because there are a lot of people invested in social media. Maybe anger on her behalf, maybe disappointment. But what if I told you that your opinion on this hypothetical drama, that feeling in your gut, might not be entirely on your own? What if there was a psychological trigger, a phenomenon known as the chameleon effect, that could suddenly shape how you think and feel about this entire situation? Now we know Klay, future Hall of Famer, NBA champion, multiple championships, has done a lot for the game of the NBA, arguably one of the best shooters of all time from the Golden State Warriors. He went on to Dallas. You got Megan Thee Stallion, homegrown, Texas, H-Town, representative of the great state of Texas, especially Houston. Made her mark in the recording industry by the way of a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And she's made it to the status of where she is now. Multiple hit records. These are two people that are living a top 1% of lifestyle. Now, most people may say, well, you know, this is the typical, if she was a good woman or he was a good dude, and, you know, maybe this is just a mix up and a misunderstanding. You got people taking Megan Thee Stallion side. You also got people taking Klay Thompson's side. But I want to say this. This isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's not. This is about the invisible architecture of social influence. It's about the emotions of others, whether it's our favorite artist or even a stranger on the internet. It can seep into our own consciousness without us even realizing it. And in this video, we're going to pull back the curtains. We're going to break down the complete hypothetical story of a breakup that could captivate millions of people, because there are millions of people that socially get online. But most importantly, give you the tools to recognize these forces and to take control back of your mind. Now, before I say anything and before I go any further, I want to say this, and I want people to understand this, and I'm about to break this down completely. This relationship should not be the cornerstone or the focus point in comparison to your own relationship. And the reason why I'm saying this, and most people may say, well, I don't do that and this and that bullshit. There are lots of people. If you don't do it, there are people in your inner circle that come to you with the same information or may send it directly to you in a DM. So we're going to cut the bullshit tonight. The reason why I'm saying this is because it can have an effect and it can seep into your mind. I want to show you guys something. When certain topics hit the internet, they aren't just for you to be informed of. They're to sway you emotionally, psychologically. And let me be clear about this when I say this. There are people so much invested in social media and in also the celebrity lifestyle till they'll stop at nothing. They will do anything to try to resemble a person of the top 1%, not knowing the significance behind what they do. Now, I'm going to break this down. A lot of times, you know, you hear the scripture, don't covet thy neighbor and different things like that. But now they've transferred away to where you can do it digitally. And when I say digitally, meaning you're taking whatever they say, word for word, verbatim of what they say, and it's almost like concrete law when it comes to relationship breakups. Now, you've heard me say this maybe a couple of episodes back when you heard me talk about Aisha and Anthony Edwards' child support case, about what the strategy is in the basically foundation of what people do. And this is Black culture alone. And I want you to notice, do you see this in any other culture but Black culture? When you see two people at a disagreement, or you see two people that have literally broken up or having a baby situation, we literally get to see time and time again. And I'm not picking on anybody because I said I don't have a dog in this fight. What you see in social media is this is the playbook. When the breakup ensues, whoever gets to the internet first is normally the person that's telling the truth. And it doesn't matter if it's the truth or not. It's about literally surpassing the reality of looking at your accountability, your responsibility, the things and the behaviors that you had in those relationships, those things that you had in those marriages. A lot of times, those people skip past the concept of shame and go right to the internet for approval and fame. If you think I'm lying, to the person that you may be sitting next to the person that you may know that's in your inner circle in real life, you know that y'all share and swap secrets and different things about spouses, about children in those private group chats. Sprinkle a little bit on the social media side there, do it in those little group chats there, and then guess what? You have a recipe for disaster. And the reason why I'm telling you this and then why I have to break it down like this is because you must understand that there is a right and a wrong side and a moment of truth. However, we got to literally see in real time Megan Thee Stallion run to the internet. She went right there and said that he cheated. He had cold feet and all of this. And we haven't got not one response from Klay Thompson, but allegedly he has said free Tory. You know what I'm saying? But I want to bring this up and I want to see, she says, even though we not choosing a side, only one of them has a messy track record. Absolutely. And I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not gonna deny that. Megan has a past, but Klay also has a past too. And you got to remember, when we talking an NBA player, we already know what that comes with. We talking about a female rap entertainer, we already know what that comes with. We've seen that already. We've seen two rappers already getting into it. Hence, Remy Ma. So do I believe people can change? Yes. Do I believe people can make adjustments? Yes. Do I believe people can literally take the time and seeing somebody may be worth as far as investing in? Yes, I do see that. That is a possibility. However, what we've seen time and time again with these type of situations, especially with Megan Thee Stallion, especially with Klay Thompson, these things can normally get messy for the world to see, for the world to formulate an opinion about it. But what if I was to tell you that just not this information is important, but your information was important too? Let me get to what I'm about to tell you. See, what you don't understand is before you can understand the psychological fallout, you have to build the story. So let's just imagine, right? It was a slow fizzle and it came into an explosion. This might have been simmering for weeks and it came to a boil. And what I'm saying is Megan Thee Stallion herself confirms the end of the relationship with N.B.A. star Klay Thompson. Now, I'm going to say this. 9 times out of 10, you don't have to announce a breakup. But in the 2026 social media age, everything is actually put out on the forefront, especially because we know that there is a profit margin even in breakup. Make no mistake about it. There is a profit margin in breakup. And let me tell you why. Because guess what? When the breakup ensues, there may be a little bit of back and forth. There may be a song here, a song there, a breakup song. That guess what? Most of the people that are invested emotionally and psychologically in on the internet will buy into. That's what I'm trying to get you people to understand. A lot of times when we're not focused on the energy of what we're supposed to be focused on, and we're focused on stuff like this, a lot of that can transfer into a monetary gain. And you've heard me say this time and time again. In a black man's pain and a black woman's pain, there is always, always, always going to be profit. Make no mistake about it. Let's talk real. Can we be real for a second? Can we be 1,000 real for a second? We've seen time and time again breakups, and we're not talking about on the 1% lifestyle where a dude may have got caught cheating. He got caught at the hotel room. Guess what? All of that plays into an effect. I've literally seen breakups. Me in real time, have literally seen breakups to the point where everybody got together like it was a big old potluck where people got food, people got alcohol, and they sitting around drinking and sharing these experiences and different things like that. And then the dangerous part of it, it actually spills over into a great relationship. That's why I'm explaining the chameleon effect. The chameleon effect is always relevant in social media. You know why? Because when I see and I hear certain things in conversations or in people that I might know in their daily comings and goings, I hear these topics. I hear how their mood is changed. I see how their verbiage changes throughout the day. They're literally sitting up, talking and literally going through it like Meg The Stallion and Klay Thompson. And I'm like, they was just fine for damn near 3-4 months. Now all of a sudden they arguing. It can subconsciously seep into your mind frame of that negativity and energy, and it can transfer over into your relationship. Also want to send a special shout out to Team Living. Shout out to my boy Team Living Papa, man. We had a great conversation about this, about the people that spend so much time. And guess what? The internet is basically female based because the men that are productive, the men that are handling their business, we may check online from there and then from time to time, but much less we're out here trying to get it. We're out here trying to get us something. But a lot of women are actually emotionally invested in these celebrity relationships. And you heard me say at the beginning, you should not be basing your life, your information, or anything that you've heard of somebody else's in comparison to your life, because you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You don't know if Megan and Klay had agreed to twosomes, threesomes, foursomes, and moresomes. That's what we got to get out of. Sometimes black culture needs to mind our own fucking business. But I'm saying this for us to look past that. We got to be able to see certain things and be able to look at not just what we hear a person say, but their behavior. What is their track record? How they move, how they function, how they respect people, how they disrespect people, how do they handle conflict? Are they delusional? Are they accountable for their actions? Do they hold responsibility for their actions? Do they apologize? All of these things play an intricate part in just separate the relationship, just how you treat people, period. You want to talk about matching energy. A lot of times the matching energy part is just like the person that you may be invested to, just like the celebrity that you invested to. You start taking on the behavioral traits. Always remember this. Repetition is the mother of learning. And when you hear certain things and you hear negative things over and over, and that's supposed to be the persona of a rapper or entertainer, you start taking on the behavioral traits of that. And that may not even be you, and you may not even realize it. And then the person that is actually interactive with you may take a notice to that, and you downplay that. And you say, oh no, that's not me. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling the music and this and that. And then you'll start actually taking on the accents of that person. You think I'm lying? We had too many. I'm talking about the last 10 to 15 years when everybody was running around with Jeezy shirts, when everybody was running around with the color, with the accented color of Wiz Khalifa. If you think I'm lying, let me take it back to the 2000s. Lil Wayne was rocking braids. He went to the Source Awards and he let his hair down and he started growing it into dreads. Right before Katrina, we had went to me and my mom and my brother went on vacation in New Orleans. I literally said to myself, that is going to be the hairstyle of the future. I said that back in the 2000s. I said that's going to be the hairstyle of the future. And it took on by him being in the forefront and, you know what I'm saying, him being with Cash Money. And he was actually the only person at that label, but he still kept the lights on in Cash Money. That man right there was an influence to the music culture and just the community, period. And I got to see that change right when he grew those dreads. I knew that was going to be a follow-up. You know what I'm saying? Even though dreads is a thing of our culture, period. But it got put on the forefront so much to the point it started changing. People started changing. People started evolving, trying to look like Lil Wayne. I seen the influence of it. I seen the influence of Jeezy. I seen the influence of these rappers like Wiz Khalifa. I seen the influence of a Chief Keef. I've seen the influence of a Lil Reese. I've seen the influence of a G Herbo. I got to literally see it and live it. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm telling people that you got to be careful with these type of situations with Klay and also Meg is because we don't know the story. This is all hearsay. This could all be a test run for something else completely different. The only thing I watch is behavior. I don't watch what you tell me. I only watch what you show me. And that's what we should be looking at. And for anybody to pick sides in this, it's called a breakup. It could have been a mutual agreement. She could have had a moment, a lapse in judgment. She could have had a weak point to where she did go to the internet. But we all know that it's beneficial. We all know that the people that follow her and the people that are loyal to her as fans, we know that there's going to be a certain thing that she says and it's going to be law to them regardless. And whether you introduce the facts or not, let's just be honest. Whether you introduce the facts or not to this situation, there are going to be people still loyal to her regardless of even if it's the truth or it's a lie. Now, when you look at what she said, her message would be a masterclass in setting boundaries. Imagine her speaking on the forefront for a lot of people that's in those relationships along with her. When I say along with her, invested in with her. Let's imagine the details, right? A pattern of cheating. That's a devastating blow to anybody. But made it infinitely more painful under the glare of a celebrity spotlight. Now, we know that we've seen the situation at hand with Cardi B. We've seen this situation at hand and how it's played out completely and how it's hit the internet and everybody picked sides and chose sides with that situation. I'm saying this to say, and I'm saying this, and this is for the youth. It's not necessarily for the older generation. It's for the youth. Be mindful of the people around you and be mindful of what's in your palm, which is that cell phone. Because believe it or not, imagine you being a digital avatar that's on a puppet string and you being monitored 24 hours a day about what you do, how you do it, what you select to watch, how long you selected to watch, what you like to eat, different things like that. Imagine even in a breakup, and I'm saying this, and this is the dangers of social media. You going through a breakup, and then all of a sudden, you start seeing texts and posts and different things and reels and videos and stories on your timeline that would support whatever that you feel that you may be right in. Imagine you going through a breakup or going through something like that, and then all of a sudden you start seeing things in your algorithm to make you feel like you're right. That's another form of delusion that's going on right now. And when you look at this situation with Megan Thee Stallion, and if you don't think that the chameleon effect would be a part of where we are socially, you must be out of your mind, because it's monitoring how long you're on the internet, and everybody that's looking and searching, trying to see what Megan's going to say next, trying to go to the next blog or whatever, trying to see what Klay Thompson is going to say, trying to go to any news outlet or whatever. They're monitoring all of that. And that could play a big effect in your real time, real life relationship. We got to stop doing that shit. We got to stop coveting our neighbor digitally. We got to stop trying to peek in somebody's home or peek in somebody's relationship when we don't know what the fuck is going on in there. We can guesstimate, but we don't know. We haven't heard nothing. We've seen posts, but we ain't heard nobody speak on it. But best believe next week, I guarantee this, you're hearing it first. No blog is talking like I'm talking. Next week, you're going to see Megan Thee Stallion on somebody's platform that is well known, whether it's Tamron Hall, whether it's one of these blogs, Real Talk, whatever it is. She's going to be on there and she's going to speak on that relationship. I doubt if Klay Thompson, and I'm saying this, I doubt if Klay Thompson goes anywhere and speaks on the situation at hand. I doubt it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because he still is a valuable product. Believe it or not, he's in the NBA. The NBA only deals with a certain class of people. Now, they've had a few of the Ja Morants and different things like that, but you have to understand the influence of what he is in the NBA. So he might have been advised by the NBA not to say anything. And I want you to understand this, and I want people to understand certain things about the 1%er lifestyle that you may have never thought about. These are entertainers. Nonetheless, they've been studied way before they even sat in the office to get a check signed by whatever record company. The same thing with Klay Thompson. They've both been interviewed from the record industry to the sports industry, sports entertainment industry. You have to be careful in what you say and what you do, because other people that are in those groups that hold the key to your success may not want any association depending on how messy this gets. They may be already looking in a different direction depending on how you speak on this situation. And let me tell you, me being in the doors of some of these multi-billion-dollar companies like Meta, I work for them. You better be mindful of what you say and what you do, because they can look at anything and everything. The government can look at anything and everything. And then guess what? They'll make a sound decision on if they want to deal with you or not because of the reputation. Believe it or not, me being able to do what I do, especially in social media, me being on the forefront where I talk about different social issues, social dynamics, socioeconomic digital statuses. There may be a limited way that I go. If my content wasn't of a certain level of profession, I might not be able to get in certain doors. Believe it or not, that how you carry yourself on the internet, how you carrying yourself on the social media platforms all across the board, you may not be able to get in certain rooms. And they don't give a damn how much money that you may have. You may be a top 1% of making 20, 30, 40 million dollars, even $100 million. But once they know your character, once they know your behavior, what you're capable of, if we see that you'll go to the internet about your relationship breakups, we only know that if we do business with you in real time, that you'll get on the internet and diss us. It's only going to be a matter of time. But if something doesn't go in your way, as far as leverage, as far as money, as far as power or whatever, we already know that you're going to slander our names and disrespect us. So that may even be a cap to the way that you even do business. No matter how much money you have, you still have a ceiling. Believe it, your reputation is everything. And in this situation, be mindful. And I'm saying this, be mindful of what this could turn into, and then how much they can limit and how much they can cap themselves by trading these dishes back and forth on the internet. See, the thing is, you not them. And I want to talk to us down here on the low level. I'm talking about on the regular level. Not in the 1% of lifestyle, but on the regular level. Do not model yourself after these people. You don't know what they worship. You don't know what's their God. You don't know what. And let me tell you something. People can lie and deny just like anybody else. They can say one thing and do completely another. They can say that they love God and they Satan worshipers. They can say that they love God and they into a whole bunch of other stuff. It's easy to say. It's just like the speech when they get up there and say, "Oh, I'd like to thank God for receiving my my award and different things." Without him, because we literally have seen people do this and end up in jail, do this, end up in life in jail. We have celebrities and movie actors that are currently doing 30, 40, 50 years in lifetime sentences, and they also believed in God too. So be mindful of what's going on in these type of situations. And I want to take this too to the people. And I'm saying, for this situation to be where it's at and everybody speaking on it within a matter of moments, you have to be careful of the information that you take in, because there's so much. Once that headline hit, there's so many people that are going to give their perspectives like they knew exactly what was going on, and you don't know. So a lot of times you have to sift through so much information to get to the truth, even if it's a quarter piece of the truth. You know what I'm saying? It just does a disservice to the culture. And by it being on the forefront, it allows other people to take advantage of you. It allows other people to know the things that go on, your triggers and different things like that, so that they can play a chameleon or play a wolf's in sheep's clothing and play you too. So when I look at this situation with Klay, and I look at the situation with Megan, can it be patched up? I don't know. Can it be rectified? I don't know. But from what I see right now, this is typical behavior. You've heard me say this. They go to the internet. Whoever goes to the internet goes first, then proceeds to go on to interviews, talk about the relationship, which garners more attention. Then also might write a tell-all book, my experiences with an NBA champion. Then also here comes the music. So there's a monetary gain to be made out of this. Everything is content these days. So you got to understand that what's in it for the record industry, what's in it for the NBA, what's in it for it to be profitable to turn everybody that's invested in these so-called celebrities. How and how much can we scale as far as how much money we can make? Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a song drop. It's going to be made profit. It's going to be some streaming done. Trust me. I guarantee if not right now, there's a song right now being made. There's a beat being made for her right now to advertise for us to experience what she experienced, that chameleon effect of her going through her relationship breakup with Klay. Believe it or not, it's the truth. I wish them both the best. I wish them all the love, all the laughter, all the positive energy that they both need. I don't have a dog in this fight. And the reason I don't have a dog in this fight is because at the end of the day, they're two human beings. It's called a breakup. People do this all the time. This has been going on since the beginning of time. There are marriages that are break up. There are relationships that are break up. But who knows? They may find their way back. Who am I to judge their situation? But I'm also saying be mindful to the people that are actually on the internet. And I want you to be very careful in looking at these people. If somebody's that much invested into a celebrity that doesn't know them and they already picking a side, you can only imagine how that person would be with you if there was a certain level of truth that came out or whatever. Would they believe you or would they believe the other party? Well, or would they believe whatever is convenient for them because they might not like you? I pay attention. Ladies, the fellas are paying attention. We looking at all the dudes who trying to simp their way. Yes, simp their way, trying to sucker their way into the algorithm. They're trying to basically kiss up, whether it's Klay Thompson or whether it's Meg The Stallion. I'm paying attention to all that. I'm watching all the comments. I know who's who. I know some people that have made comments. I know people that are picking sides. I'm very mindful of those type of people because those type of people will not even apply half the energy in their own goddamn relationships. Shout out to him. I wish him the best of luck in life, man. Nothing but good positive energy and positive vibes going to him. Now, I want to talk about this situation with Donald Trump. This is his third assassination attempt, and it is concerning. And I'm saying this, and I'm breaking this down because it's starting to get back to the 1920s, where people are now having open rebellion, just blatant open rebellion within our society, because there are a lot of things that are going on in our society that's not right. Everything's being overpriced, from gas to food, to anything that you could think of, like different taxes, fees on top of fees and more fees, and people are literally genuinely frustrated. The same groceries that you've been buying for the last 10, 15 years now has almost doubled or even quadrupled in price. The same gas that you was getting 6 months to a year ago has almost doubled and quadrupled in price. And people are literally concerned. And the reason why I'm making a comparison to the 1920s is because those people that came back from war were upset with the fact that America had been more vastly invested in everything else as far as products, services, globalization than its own people. And now we're starting to get back to those times to where, like, even right now, people being invested in shit like this that you see on my screen between Meg The Stallion and Klay Thompson, everybody's sifting through it. The real people are not online. The real people are doing the things in reality. And what I'm saying is you're starting to see people be fed up again. There was a time in the 1920s, people were out in the streets, not just protesting, they were shooting shit up. They were blowing things up. Why? Because they knew that the government had bullshitted them. Those guys came back with PTSD, and what we describe today as PTSD, they didn't know what it was back then. A lot of those people suffered. A lot of those families suffered because they didn't get paid and they were promised something. So those people that had those military minds that of them being broke down and being caught up within the politics of the world, they were willing to do something. And this dude that we know, who is a substitute teacher, nonetheless, he created what he wrote, a 10-minute manifesto. We know that people, and it doesn't have to be military, are sick and tired and fed up of what's going on in America. And people are looking at their pensions being taken. People are looking at all of what they've invested in a 401k being taken. And it's not being done. It's being done without explanation of them having more access to the money. We're talking about multi-billion-dollar companies having more access to the money that you invested in than you do. You're living the hard times. You're living the setbacks. You're living to where you had to sacrifice. You're living to where you had to work extra hours. And these people are literally fed up. The people that's teaching the history of what's going on from back then to now is bullshit. And the people are feeling this, whatever it is, this urge to rebel. We're getting back to that stage now. So they need something of a level of distraction. This assassination attempt, is it believable? Who knows at this point? We don't know what to believe at this point. We still didn't get the most important thing, and that was the Epstein files. Not one person convicted. And you don't think that that's concerning? We're living in a way to where now in this society, and I'm saying, and I'm not blaming anybody. What I'm blaming is the fact that we're not actually active enough because we're so busy working. We're not looking at different things that are consistently evolving, not for our own personal gain, but for their personal gain, for the government's personal gain, for multi-billion-dollar corporations' personal gain. And we're the ones that are working our asses off, and we're not receiving the benefits of it. Yes, people are starting to have a problem. People are literally looking at the school system teach tests as opposed to teaching life, real life experiences. That's where we are in the society. How do I know this? Because I was a part of it. I got to see it. I got to smell it. I got to experience it. I got to see literally as the school system evolved, not for the better, but for the worse. And now they're having to grab anybody that they can to stay within these school systems. Why? Why? Because the education part affects the socioeconomic. And once it affects the socioeconomic, if it's in a decline, there's only one particular person to blame. There's only one particular person to blame that swipes their pen, that gives certain legislation and approval, whoever is sitting down, that are making these laws, making legislation, making different things, making things not beneficial but for the people, but for the government and the people that have actually lobbied. You heard me say this time and time again. The people that lobby for laws to be changed, and the American citizen has no say so, no influence whatsoever, and they have to be accepting of the fact. That's where we are. The same gentleman that got killed for United Healthcare. It's the same thing over and over. People are getting tired again. So now what they're probably trying to formulate right now is another distraction. Because, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna make this bold statement, and this is on me. I said it, and I don't give a fuck who doesn't like it. For anybody that's sitting in Congress, anybody that's sitting in any type of position of power that believes that nobody should be convicted as far as the Epstein files, as far as what's going on in the government, and as far as the corruption, I'd be looking at you completely different. Anybody in this situation that is sitting in those rooms with those same very people that are fucking over America right now as we speak, and you don't feel like they should be convicted, either you in on it and are part of it, or there's a bigger agenda to where you're hiding something and you don't want nobody to discover what your faults are. Because make no mistake, ain't no way I'm gonna be sitting up here knowing that these dudes and these women then did things over there on Epstein Island, and then you sit there and say we gonna vote or we ain't gonna convict nobody. I'm gonna be looking at you crazy, and I'm gonna be like, "Don't you got kids? Don't you have?" Nah, I'm gonna have a big problem with you. I probably want to punch you in your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? We see. This is why I say that there is an illusion of inclusion within our society. And what I'm saying is, and most people say, well, he might be veering off from the Donald Trump. No, I'm not. Because at the end of the day, these are the people that sit down as a collective that hold the keys to people's success, that can unlock doors for opportunities. These are the same people that keep certain things secretive because they feel like we aren't capable of handling them. But here's the thing, there's a moral compass in everybody. There's a moral compass that is supposed to go off when certain things are not right. And look, people are taking it into their own hands now. People are fed up. People are tired of working overtime hours to be average. There was a time that you used to work overtime and you could get a little bit further ahead. Now you just got to work overtime to just be down here. And people are sick and people are tired of it. Everybody has their own agenda. But is the agenda of whoever you select as a representative for you, a state representative, a councilman, a governor, a mayor, or anybody of that nature, is it beneficial to your community? Or is it just some artificial bullshit they spewing? And I'm not on his side. I'm not on the shooter's side. Make no mistake about it. I'm not on the shooter's side. But there are a lot of people right now that feel like how he feels that haven't just acted on it. And I think people are getting fed up. And I think that we need to pay attention to the people that are in America, that are on, I'm talking about on pins and needles about anything. They are ready to go off because of certain things that they feel that should have been changed, haven't been changed. And in this Donald Trump situation, and this is his third, that says a lot about the position of where our country is. Is it in a good place or is it in a bad place? Y'all tell me. Listen, if you want to come up, you want to speak, by all means, you want to spar, I already put this in the group chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen. You see it right there. It's on the screen. You want to give your hey, yay, nay, hey, this, that, and the third, man. I do not mind anybody coming up here, having a great conversation and vibing. I do not mind. The reason why I don't mind is because we need to collectively get to the point where we actually have these conversations that are beneficial and your voice to be heard. I want people's voices to be heard. I want people that have an opinion. It's okay to express yourself here on this program. On this broadcast, I do not mind. Anybody from any walk of life, if you feel that your voice or a different perspective can be introduced, by all means, you have the floor. You know what I'm saying? I always want to hear everybody else's perspectives because they're important. But I want to also say this. As far as Black culture alone, and I want to ask this question, and I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to put this up because I really want people to understand. I want people to understand that I want people to understand this important part. I want to ask this question. And if you want to come in, come on, comment. I don't mind, whatever. Put it in the chat. I want engagement about this particular subject. Where will Black culture be in 20 years? Where? And the reason why I'm asking where is because using the Klay Thompson as far as the example, I look at the social dynamic of family. Where are we going with this? Are we trying to build a culture of togetherness with family, or are we trying to individualize everything and keep everything at its odds to where everybody's separated, everybody's doing their own thing, everybody's just trying to get money, trying to get a bag, and not trying to build a foundation of resources? And when I say resources, resources that just don't benefit you, but benefit the community as a whole, that'll benefit your neighbor, that'll benefit the children, that'll benefit the elders, that'll benefit the people that are coming along in the community to change it and to evolve it. I'm asking the question respectfully because I don't see the culture and the needle moving forward. I keep hearing people say, yes, I'm chasing the bag. Is you chasing the bag to consume, or are you chasing the bag to build? Are you chasing the bag so people can look at you? Or are you chasing the bag specifically so that you can have a gain for the next generation to come along? Are you chasing or what are you chasing? What is the foundation? I'm asking the question. What will Black culture be in 20 years? Because if we're all at a gender war right now, how the fuck are we going to be able to come together later? And I'm going to ask this question. If a tweet went out today to kill every African American on this fucking planet, what would be the next course of action? What strategy or what plan do you have in place? What food, what kind of ammunition, what do you have in place for you to survive? What plan do you have in place even if your children were at school, your children were out and about? What is the evacuation plan for your family? What is the emergency fund? Do they have passports? I'm asking these questions because I'm literally asked these questions, and I did this during the pandemic, and I seen literally people getting tattoos, where I seen other cultures standing in line at Academy. I literally seen us going into the Gucci store and the Burberry stores. They bought clothes, they bought shoes, they bought all types of things that don't even matter in 2026 to this goddamn day. And I literally watched other cultures go to Academy and buy ammunition and bullets. People got PPP loans. People got all the advantages to where they could have created a real business for themselves. What that showed me, in my hardest of hearts, of you even having the opportunity to be granted an opportunity at that loan. What that taught me is exactly what you'll do for reparations. That's why I'm asking what the strategy is. That money had ran through a lot of people's hands. People bought cars, bought all kinds of bullshit. Nobody bought bullets. Nobody bought businesses. Nobody did anything. Everybody would rather. This is what it showed me. You would rather ball for maybe 6 months to a year and not gain anything. Just straight consumerism, straight symbolism. And then you turn around, you're going to have to do time. And what was it for? A viral moment. See, I say these things because I want to be thought-provoking. Yes, I want to be entertaining. Yes, I want to have conversations. But I don't think we're in a position to where when these conversations get had, when I talk high vibrational like the way I'm talking, people don't respond or they don't know what to say or they don't know what to do. But it's not about knowing. It's about that you're not knowing now getting to the point of knowing. And the reason why I say this is because as you see that logo on my screen over there where it says Sienna Wings, I have a young lady right now in a fight with a real estate developer of Sienna Plantation that do not want to give her a sign based upon the name Sienna. Sienna is the name of her wing place, not the neighborhood and the community. And they have a problem and they want to control the signage of who she is. This is a young Black girl that has rose from the ashes, that has literally went on Shark Tank, literally made her name for herself, has sauces in HEB, has sauces going all across the world, owns 2 restaurants. And the moment that she rises to the top, the moment that she starts going and growing, there are people in her way to stop her. This is why I asked the culture, where will we be? Because there should be everybody in unison backing her business. There should be everybody. And shout out to Willie D, because he definitely covered her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got to give him a shout out. Shout out to Willie D. I went to the restaurant myself. And I showed this because I want people to understand the power of what she's trying to build, the power of what she's trying to grow. She's a very intelligent young lady. She got my respect from the first moment I walked in the door. And she has my support. And I'm speaking on this situation now because we're going to get ready to do a one-on-one interview. And we're going to sit down and we're going to break down the certain things to where people, if they're in positions of power, they'll flex it, they'll exercise it, and they'll do it for the sake of just because they can do it. Because if it's all about good business and it was all about good socioeconomic statuses, why is she the one that's getting the most pushback? Why? Because of the name? Or is it because of the influence? Or is it because she's Black? Or the power of the influence that she has in that culture and the community? I challenge you, spread the word. If you haven't tried it, go over there to Sienna Wings, one of the best spots to get your wings from, fresh, very seasoned. The sauces are amazing. And I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that when you get over there, you need to sign that petition. When you get over there, you need to see exactly what's going on and the power of what that young lady has to turn a lot of opportunity. I'm talking about to be able to franchise out and to be able to grow her business to the point of what other Blacks and other ethnic groups could have opportunities. And it should not go by the wayside because guess what? The media that's controlling everything ain't putting this in your algorithm. They'll put that other bullshit in your algorithm, but they won't put that in your algorithm. They won't put Ed Hennings in your algorithm, one of the greatest boot makers. And I actually support and I actually wear the boots. Yes, I do. One of the great boots that are very comfortable, very relaxing. I'm talking about, listen to me, I can wear them all day and I don't have no problems with my feet. That has taken time and energy to bring something different for the culture, for it to be better. A lot of times when you're getting in these creative markets and you're getting in these opportunities, you have to be 10 times as better to get 3 times as less. You've heard me repeat that all the goddamn time. I'm telling you, these two businesses, they need to be in your algorithm. Not that Klay Thompson and Meg The Stallion bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you can't do nothing about it, especially if you're not in the 1% or top 10%, top 10, 15% earnings. These are people that are affecting the community because they built something. That's where the support should be. Should not be we getting online trying to bash each other and create what we call as a gender war. And I want to say this: you have what we call, and I'm gonna drop this. You got things like a proxy digital war, where people can start things on both sides to create the conflict to get the conversation going. A lot of times you don't understand that you're being monitored because they want to keep you engaged as much as possible. They want to keep you on this app with so many stories, so much drama to where your day goes by and they've profited millions off of. So I'm challenging you. Don't go to the internet trying to fix your relationship. Go to real life and fix your relationships, whether it's business, whether it's friendships, whatever. Take the time for yourself. Take the time out. Even if you got to log off for a couple of weeks, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure that you use your focus point on becoming a better person, not for the internet approval, not for social media approval, but for your approval, your spouse or your significant other approval. That's the only thing that's going to matter at the end of the day. No matter, even though I'm on social media and I got followers, my opinion does not matter until it becomes ineffective and it becomes negative. I'm not on here to bash either of them. You didn't see me bash either one of them because they both are not perfect and they're human beings. They're not gods. One raps real good, puts words together real good. The other one knows how to put the ball in the hoop really good. That's it. So don't let this be the end and be all. And don't let the chameleon effect take hold of your relationship. Don't take on the behavioral traits of these people because you're influenced by them. Don't take on the behavioral traits of these people because you think you know them, because they may have said hi or signed an autograph. That doesn't mean anything. You're you. Stay in your lane. My mom always said this. Shout out to Joanne Higgins. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself before you be by yourself. Be yourself before you be by yourself, man. That's the only thing that I can tell you. And that's going to be the only thing that's going to differentiate you from a celebrity, because everybody's trying to be a rapper now. Everybody's trying to be a singer. Everybody's trying to be an influencer. Everybody's trying to be a podcaster. Everybody's trying to do that. But what I like about this podcast is because I bring different information. Everybody's saying the same thing over and over and over. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to introduce a high vibrational, high intellectual perspective, because it needs to be done. Because guess what? I'm not just talking to the adults. I'm talking to the kids. I just had an interesting conversation on TikTok about, hey, I just noticed, hey, I never noticed that, but now you put me on point. They soaked up some game. That's what I want our culture to do. That's what I want you to do. And most of all, be engaged on some positive shit. Get off the negative, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for real. Also, I got a great interview coming up. You're gonna see me post it later on tonight. I got a one-on-one interview coming up. You might have seen me post it already. It may be up, but I got a one-on-one coming with an influential influencer that had made her name, that had made a name for herself, but they erased her page. Within good faith, maybe she'll have her page back. I'm trying to do some things behind the scene. I got my page back. I thought I had lost mine or whatever, but I'm trying to get her page back, and the engagement on this particular episode is going to be real. If you go to the YouTube, man, listen, if you haven't did it, like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, comment, drop whatever that you want to drop. Listen, I take hate, debate. It do not matter to me. I have thick skin. You know what I'm saying? I've been called worse by better people. I've been called shit by lesser better people. So at the end of the day, it don't matter to me. I always want to know y'all perspectives. I always want to hear what you guys have to say, because what you say is very important. I also want to say this too. I got everything situated. We finna start cranking up these one-on-one interviews. We're gonna be live in the studio. I'm gonna invite maybe one guest if you want to come. You want to sit in, you want to see what's going on behind the scenes. I'm gonna start doing podcast exclusive stuff behind the scenes. Y'all will be able to see it. And y'all will be able to relate to it. Shout out to Pandemonium Club Clothing. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him some love too. You know what I'm saying? You see the stitching on it? Very detailed. Listen, Pandemonium Club Clothing, listen. Everybody's rocking them. Mano, Queens Flip, Rashad McCants, you know what I'm saying? Boy, this is I know y'all seen the meme about him. Jeff Teague, and countless other people too. Bobby Schmurda. Listen, go to Pandemonium Club Clothing, man. Cop you a hat, man. I got several of them. You know what I mean, and I rock them throughout the year, especially in summertime. You know what I'm saying? The bright colors and stuff to match the sneakers. Listen, go over there to Pandemonium Club Clothing and go grab you a hat today. Shout out to y'all, man, for real, for real. But before I go, I got to get this off my chest. Stove God, if you're listening, I'm pro artist. I'm gonna say that, and I'm just going. You know what I'm saying? Put that out there. I'm pro artist. Stove God, hold your head. You got my support. You got my platform. I know you weren't able to make it to Houston. I know whatever happened, you know what I'm saying, happened. But nonetheless, you got the support of this platform. You got the support of other platforms. But this platform here supports you 110%. I hope you're able to get your business right done with Baby Grand. I hope you're able to get out of whatever situation so that we could get music. You know what I'm saying? Because you're one of the hottest artists that have been around for a while now. I hope that everything gets together and everything is done in your favor. And I hope that we'll be able to get some music as soon as possible. But you have the love over here at this platform. And you also have the support over here on this platform. Shout out to you, Stove God, for real, man. Get the business right. But I want to tap in with y'all, man. Listen to me, man. It's been a pleasure, man. I just want to speak on that situation because everybody was asking me about what I would say as far as regarding the Klay Thompson situation, even the Donald Trump situation. And I was breaking it down. I just gave a little perspective on both of them because, you know, people be wanting to know, you know what I'm saying? Even if they don't talk, they just want to know my opinion. So I just put it out there from time to time. But before we go, I want to send a special shout out to my boy Lou Alcindor, man. I also want to send a special shout out to my boy Lil Peso. You know what I'm saying? You seen him at the introductory of the intro. Shout out to Fuego Bass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fuego. BSL. Hey, if y'all haven't yet, if you haven't done it yet, go get that app. Man, that album is fire, man. That album is fire. Fuego Bass did his big one on this one. Listen to me. Fuego, listen to me, man. This album, Ashes in the Safe, top tier 10. And it also comes with a short film. Y'all go listen. Benny the Butcher, Fuego Bass. Man, listen. That album is a 10. I got it on my thing right now. And I'm finna get ready to go ride and go listen to it. But shout out to y'all, man. It's been a pleasure, man. And I definitely want to introduce 2 songs to y'all tonight, man. Definitely. The first song is my boy, none other. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know Future done took you to Pluto, but guess what? My boy Asteroid gonna take y'all to Saturn. That's my dog. He's an H-Town representative. You know what I'm saying? He definitely do his thing. He cold with it. Man, Put this in your playlist. Go run the streams up. Go to the platform. Go to YouTube. Listen, after the show, go to the YouTube, man. One listen. That's all I'm asking y'all for. Pass the song around. Share the song. One listen. The song is called Saturn. Saturn is a vibe. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe song. Check it out. H-Town on. And then the second song, none other than my boy, you know what I'm saying? I keep telling him, and I'm going to tell his ass again, do a video for it. It's called Still Us Part 3. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sending this song out to a special somebody, and I hope she hear it. You know what I'm saying? Just good vibes. She know who she is. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, I definitely want y'all to have a good night, a good Sunday. Man, you already see what I'm sipping on. You know what I'm saying? I'm very comfortable, and I enjoyed the high vibrational conversation. But you already know who it is. It's Rob the Prob on this beautiful Sunday. Vibing out. I'm out. One.
Sorry. You're not blonde enough.
If I could take you to Saturn, I'd introduce you to patterns that they couldn't find. Only need for the sour. Cause I wanna party with you in the sand time. Please carry on. I feel like everybody's rolling off of something, hoping that this function. Bodies glisten all over the floor. DJ, the way she hit that replay, make someone fall easy. Body language, speaking fluency. I let it fly if it's a free thing. Tap to this line, I'm hoping you can reach me. Cause coffee beans in the morning is a sweet thing. After this line, I'm hoping it's Saturn. I would introduce you to patterns that they couldn't find. And they do it for the sour. If I wanna party with you in the infinite time, please carry on. I feel like everybody's rolling off of something, bumping at this function. Bodies glisten all over the floor. DJ, the way she hits that replay, the maximum float easy. Got me out here speaking fluent shit.
In a world that's social media driven, it seems that love is taken for granted. Just glad that we've been able to survive and weather the storm. And there's nobody I'd rather be on this journey with. Us. We. Still.
Still the one I'm fucking. Still the one I'm loving. You still the one about you a hater could tell me nothing. Still the one I need. Woman of my dreams. Still the one I'm bringing the minute that I succeed. Cause for me, I know you ride. Your every need I'll provide. Forever shit on my mind. Forever our souls are tied. I really just think it's time. We sit and we pick a time for shit that's been on our mind. Forever you'll be my spine, right? At first shit had got rocky with the outside chatter. We blocked it out and kept it moving, that shit don't even matter. You threw that pussy, I knocked it out, now I'm the only batter. And I'm so glad it happened, for real. Rubbing you, touching you, giving you life. Thug in the house, you can sleep through the night. Family good, all the kids are alright. Arguments happen, I'm making it right. Buy you a present, put you on a flight. Didn't get married, but call you the wife. Smiling and happy, you loving your life. Them hoes, they hating, it's all out of spite. You the one that took me from my old ways. I'm just trying to be with you the old age. You my lover friend and my homemade, my only, yeah, still.
Hey, I'm on my way to the house. Be ready and have your bags packed.
ceremony, holy matrimony. How they want it, shit real, nothing phony. How we own it, not condoning or tolerate nothing when it come to my baby. Still my lady, life is crazy, you're amazing. Glad we made it and God gave me somewhere to share something that's finally real. And you know I'm gonna hold you down from right now until permanent contract. It's no way I'm letting you out of the deal. And everything I said from day one live inside of me still. You the one that took me from my old ways. I'm just trying to be with you the old age. You my lover friend and my homemade, my only. Yeah, still